Hey, Gems. Thank you for coming over here. Guess what? I'm not going to be able to do the show because I got a co host, and those two people are going to do the show today. So I am Kelly, and I need y'all to know that I'm going to be here with a co host, and I just want y'all to meet me. I'm the new cast member on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to come in real hot this year. So, Marcella just thought that I should be the co host today. And I'm going to let you hear my other co host is just going to tell you about the show. I mean, explicably tell you about the show. Now, my co host don't work at Bravo anymore, but he always reviews Bravo's things. Okay.
So I'm going to be very honest here when I say this. And I don't need your mean tweets. I don't need y'all to read me. I don't need a video with my name plastered in the thumbnail. I don't need none of that. I'm here to be honest with my raindrops and the listeners and the cast and the producers and everybody involved. I, Carlos Cade, am here to say that the season premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 was a 10 out of a 10.
Okay, so my co-host said that The Real Housewives of Atlanta was a 10 out of a 10. What's so funny? Isn't he the executive producer of Love and Marriage Huntsville? I've never heard him say that his own show was a 10 out of 10. Can y'all hit my like button for that? Oh, oh. So, okay, okay. So, Carlos, you be on mute for the rest of this. I'm Kelly. I have a chicken and waffle restaurant. If y'all want to come to the chicken and waffle restaurant, y'all know where to find me. Atlanta, okay? I'm going through a divorce. I was married to my husband for 11 years. Okay. Let me just get on the beginning of this episode. Okay, we go in with Porsha. Y'all know the Porsha that took that lady's husband. Oh, but I'm gonna tell y'all more about that later. About taking that lady's husband, but Porsha, and Porsha is got a great storyline. A great storyline this year. Okay, Portia's going to talk about her divorce from Simon Gubadia, that Porsha had to go to the famous celebrity lawyer of Atlanta, Mr. Glasser. She went into there to, you know, file for divorce. She said she didn't go in there to file for divorce, but Portia knew some things were going wrong because they were getting eviction notices and all that kind of stuff. And Simon wasn't telling her nothing. That tells me Simon has a little history of being married to women only 2 years, and their time was coming up, and it was time to discharge Portia. Okay. So Portia went in her lawyer's office to activate that prenuptial agreement because she wasn't going to let what happened to her and Cordell happen to her again. So she went on in there. So her storyline this year is going to be about her divorce, of course, but she's filming in her own house with Miss Diane. She's in her own house, not the marital home. She's in the house with her mama that she gave her mama before she married Simon to make sure Simon didn't take her house. Okay, that's going to be another story. Okay, so her storyline is going to be Dennis, Drew, and her, and the fact that Drew is working with Dennis, but there's rumors. Look at all these rumors that they were at a birthday party at the club and they were holding hands. Dennis and Drew were holding hands. Now, this sort of kind of remind me of the story on Love and Marriage Huntsville because you know they get a divorce, they want to know who their husbands are sleeping with, and and Portia had a baby by Dennis, and now she wants to know what Dennis is doing with his hookah, his dingaling, Now he a music producer. She want to know what he's doing with that dingling. You know, the wiener, the hot dog, the sausages, and all that kind of stuff. So she really wants to know where Dennis is sticking it. But this season, they're not calling Dennis by the wiener, the who girl, the working with Drew. They're calling Dennis, Porsha Dennis. That's what they're calling him. So I'm Kelly. I'm Kelly Gloria. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hit the like button. Hi, Gloria. I'm Kelly. I'm the new cast member of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the one that has the chicken and the waffle restaurant called Nana's. Make sure you go there, okay? The chicken and the waffles, okay? And I'm coming in hot this year. So, Shamia, Shamia, which has always been in the back of Porsha and letting Porsha shine because they are really friends. Shamia is the best friend to everybody, the OGs and the new GGs. Shamia is now finally showing her life. Oh, it's she has a manner. It's called Sterling Manor. It's not like Kenya Moore Manor. It's, Kenya Moore Manor, down the hill, can't keep it clean, gonna sell it soon because the money getting low because she lost her job on the show. Well, I'm gonna get to that later, okay? So Shamia shows her fabulous home where she has a elevator to go in her closet. She has an elevator to elevate her to the floor to see her children, an elevator to go to a room where we all gonna come to when we get to the party, okay? Hit the like button, hit the like button. Hey, Miss Bugs. Hey, living for me. Y'all hit the like button, okay? And Simply Raw, how are you? Um, do you want a piece of chicken? Do y'all want a piece of chicken? And don't forget, it comes with the waffles, okay? So now let's get to me. Me. It's going to be all about me. Me. My name is Kelly, and I was married 11 years. I have 4 children. My 17-year-old, who I gave 17 pocketbooks for her birthday, including a Chloe bag for her birthday. 17th now. I have 4 daughters. 2 of them are identical twins. Identical twins, right? And then I got another daughter, right? I've been living in this beautiful townhouse for 2.5 years. I own a restaurant, a cookbook. I talk through my nose sometimes. So don't get mad, okay? I talk through my nose. Um, and I am going to be down Portia's neck with my red bottoms and my chicken and my waffle because I want to know, why did Portia take that girl's man? I just want to know that. So we're going to get back to me. Let's put a pin in it because I'm new, but I'm coming in hot because I don't care how long Portia been there. I'm going to take her spot. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay. Now, Britt. Britt is my good friend. Britt is married to a man that she did his insurance and they hooked up. But Britt has a reputation here in Atlanta. But you know what? We're not going to spoil it today. Britt is just not an insurance saleswoman. Anything for sale, as long as she got those titties out, okay? So we're going to get to meet Britt and her man, and you're going to see more of her at this little luncheon or dinner that me, Shamia, and her are going to have because I had to ask Shamia, why Portia take that man? Why Portia take that woman's man? So, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Now, Drew is coming through with a divorce. Ralph is banished to the basement. They communicate by app, okay? But baby, Drew seems to be drawing on Porsha's man, Dennis. And he's now a record producer. I'm on live. I'm going to call you right back. He's now a record producer. And he is, sticking that wiener and trying to fool Porsha. But didn't I hear that Drew might have cheated out there in South Carolina? You know, with the stripper that they call King Dong Ding 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 Dong. But anyway, we're gonna leave that in the past, but we're gonna bring it up this season. Okay, so Drew has a chef. Wait a minute. Don't Drew got a history of not paying her chefs, her nannies? Oh, I hope we don't run into that this year. But Drew has been in 5 movies, according to her. None of us seen them. None of us seen those movies Drew is going to be talking about, okay? But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So then we're going to get a little sneaky peek of Kenya. Don't worry. Kenya won't be here for the whole season because she did something that's undeniable. RP revenge portraits, okay? Revenge portraits. So we don't want to sound too much like Love and Marriage Huntsville of like when we're going through a divorce or we've been divorced and we're worrying about what our hubby is doing. Because me, Kelly, my husband said I bet not put his business out on these Real Housewives of Atlanta streets, okay? But I need the money. I need the money, okay? Because I live in a townhouse and I've been married for 11 years and I ain't got no house, okay? Okay, so then we're going to get a sneaky peek of Kenya, and Kenya sits at the table and she tells Drew, "You working with Dennis? Porsha's Dennis?" And Drew tells Kenya, "Oh, it's all right. He said it's okay. He already talked to Porsha and everything." But guess who knows? Guess who knows that Drew is lying? Kenya. Kenya already shaking them bones and telling Drew, "Get the hell on," because she know that Porsha would not tolerate that. Even though Dennis is not with Porsha, she knows that Dennis better fuck somebody that she doesn't know. And Drew and Porsha has been up to no good a couple of years ago. Okay, so then we're going to meet Britt. Britt is also getting a divorce. And she's wearing this 7.5 to 10 carat ring. Now, Britt is the one going to have all the titties out, and she's comparing her titties with me, but my titties are bigger and rounder and nicer. But it's okay. It's okay. But we're going to be good friends because we're going to be trying to take all the OGs out. Cynthia, Kenya, Porsha is our biggest target. Okay. So then we have Dennis, which you're going to see next week. Dennis and Porsha going to have a little conversation. And I want to just let you hear a little bit on what Dennis and Porsha is going to be talking about next year, because Porsha found out some things that she didn't know.
Listen, it's not dramatic, but you and Drew or whatever. We're doing business together. What's your business? You say business, but Drew in front of our crew said something completely different than this. What is she saying? Basically, she said you was her Jesus her Lord Jesus Christ and Savior.
She said angel, Porsha.
On earth. Drew, that don't sound right. You know, Drew is going through a divorce with my homeboy. I'm seeing what you got going on, you know. What do I have to do with it? You had 16 marriages on TV. Yeah, I had to see all that. I was in pain. We share some similar things that we could create music on. Drew specifically.
Now, he said Porsha had 16 marriages on TV, and he was in pain. Now, perhaps this could have been a get back. But Porsha, don't say that Drew said he's her Jesus, Lord and Savior Christ, because on another reality show that we watch, somebody thinks that they're Jesus and that they're the Alpha and Omega. So let's go back and hear what Drew had to really say, okay? Let's go back to Drew.
You know, Drew is going through a divorce with my homeboy. I'm seeing what you got going on. That's something completely different than this. What is she saying? Basically, she said you was her Jesus, her Lord, Jesus Christ and Savior. Dennis has been my angel on earth. Drew, that don't sound right. You know, Drew is going through a divorce with my homeboy. I'm seeing what you got going on, you know. What do I have to do with it? You had 16 marriages on TV. Yeah, I had to see all that. I was in pain. We share some similar things that we could create music on. I told Drew specifically that she should have a conversation with you because y'all do go naked. But, you know, I didn't feel like I had to, like, tell you, you know, every business move I was making. It kind of feels like it was some get back in there. Like, you was doing your thing. I would never touch Drew. I told Robin that too, man. She is literally saying something completely different than what you're telling me right now. So you think I'm banging Drew? I'm concerned with her as a person who is supposed to be a friend who would try to bring my child's father and film with him in my territory. You know, if she's going to use the platform for promotion,
don't film with her.
You're willing to. No, you're willing. I don't want to piss you off. To film with her on this. No, listen to me. Why? What's very important. Why? You don't know what to build? I literally have no expectations on Dennis besides being a great dad for Pilar. But on the one thing I'm asking you, don't film with her on the show and this and that. You can't do that.
Okay, Porsha. This is Kelly here. My same question now. You know I'm the bitch with the chicken and the waffle, right? Wait a minute. My y'all see my Temu wig? You see the Temu wig that I bought? Listen, Party City had a sale, and they were just selling all the wigs for $5.99. So the whole cast, none of them are wearing go naked hair. Maybe Porsha, but not Drew, who works with Porsha in the go naked line. But Porsha, you saying that you don't want Dennis to work with Drew. Porsha, didn't you work with Fallon? I'm just asking for the bitches in the back. Didn't you work with Fallon? And you, Simon's hand. And next thing you know, y'all was at the Four Seasons in Buckhead. Bucking and fucking. I'm just asking. So now, we get to Ken, which I told y'all she's going to be there a little bit. So, Kenya's going through a divorce. We're finding out this season. Kenya's still not divorced. Kelly is going through a divorce. Drew is going through a divorce. Porsha is going through a divorce. They should just call this the Divorced Women of Atlanta. It's not the Real Housewives. It's the real going through a divorce wives. Would y'all agree with that? I'm just asking, would you agree with that? Okay. So now we're going to meet Angela, who is married to Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley has a reputation of an alpha man. He's not fake, and you not going to be fake with him because they go to the party And as Charles is walking behind Angela, la 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 la, he's asking her, "Why do you have on that wig? Why do you have that glue on? Why are you dressed like that?" Yes, Charles Oakley was a very, very, very good basketball player. I got to give it to him. But he married after the league, and he married Angela, and he ain't all about that show and boating. He ain't about that. He's a down to earth, straightforward shooter, just like he did on the basketball court. And he don't believe in being in this fake stuff, okay? So then when they get to the party, he walks to the house and she's telling them, "Y'all better respect my man. That is the latest and the greatest. Charles Oakley. Y'all need to respect him, right?" And he says, "No, y'all don't. I'm just ordinary. No, y'all don't." So guess what? She looking stupid. Stupid as can be. But they go on, and the women start chitter-chatting about Shamia approaching me, Kelly, the chicken bitch, telling me that Porsha is her real friend and that Porsha had absolutely no right to be talking about Porsha like that, and she don't want no problems at her manor. So mind her manners, okay? So then Kelly was like, "Oh, I know that's your friend. I know that's your friend, so I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna get to know her. I know that's your friend." And so guess what happens? She going over to send dog, 50 Cent, CYNT, 50 Cent, and tell her the conversation that Shamia had with her. And when she tries to throw a jab at Porsha, Cynthia was like, "No, no, no, no. No, no. Me and Porsha on good terms. And I'm not going to allow you to throw anything on Porsha. So, no, don't. That would wrong road." Sent facial expression was saying, "Wrong road. Don't go down that road. You don't want Porsha. Porsha is cornbread fed, not chicken and waffles. Porsha cornbread fed." Like they used to say in the day, "Porsha is cornbread fed. Porsha will go to your head." Don't they know that? Don't they know that? Now, Porsha got told at the strip club, "Honey, come on, baby, watch some booties bounce up and down." Shamia said, "I got to tell you something. Kelly was trying to rope me into the okadoke, so I'm your friend. And I'm telling you that Kelly said that, why you take that girl man?" And Portia was like, "Who, me? You know we got 364 days in a year. Me?" No, she don't know what she talking about. And I'm going to let her have it when I do this next interview. I'm going to let everybody know that Kelly is coming in to start some mess. So I'm going to start embarrassing Kelly right now when I be doing these interviews, right? And Kelly don't know me. But then Shamia said, "Take a sip. It's shot o'clock. Pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it. It's shot o'clock." She said, "Now I got to tell you that Dennis is working with Drew." Wait a minute, y'all. I got to pick my jaw up from off the ground. I got to pick my jaw up off the ground. Damn. Drew is working with Dennis and haven't said anything to me? Um, I know that's my child's father, but certainly they could have said something. No, let me fix my Timu wig because everybody's trying to get me. They're gonna get me, and if Portia hit me, my lips are gonna be bigger than they are right now, right? So I'm gonna tell you. So that's when Portia gets to the house, and I try to approach her. I I kiss her on the cheek. Um, I tell her my name, which I already know she knows me because I know Shamia done went back and told Portia what I said. Um, she seems to be weak. I just, I got one on Portia. Then Portia said, "Oh, you're Kelly." She said, "Yes." She said, "Why you take that?" I just said, "Why you take that man's girl, that woman's man?" And Portia said, "I don't know you. You don't know me. Step aside." Portia greets everybody. And then Britt, she says, "Are you with Kelly?" That's what Portia says. "Are you with her?" She said, "Yeah, I'm with her." And she said, "Well, what she was just trying to say, it was like Portia said, I don't know you either." So it's so loud in the room at the party. So they decide to catch the elevator up to the comfort room, the Zen room. They get up there, and baby, that those eyelashes, Kelly's eyelashes is way up here to the top of my wig. And everybody sit down, and that's when Portia wants to know, "You working with Dennis?" She said, "Well, Dennis is like an angel." Also wearing a Timu wig. Nope. Is anybody wearing go-go naked hair? Is anybody wearing that now? I'm just asking. So anyway, so Britt said, "That don't sound right." Angela Oakley says, "That don't sound right. Come on now." And Drew looking stupid and guilty. Guilty. So then when they go back down, you know, Shamia, the one with the real money, has a surprise outside. She runs outside in her royal blue dress in the midst of white lilies, and she got a Rolls Royce. Her husband Gerald, who she say is an HVAC specialist, done bought her a Rolls Royce and a $9 million home. The man that has her in Versace one day, Chanel one day, he works for HVAC slash African king, African prince. Oh, I'm just joking. He jumps in that cream RR. Portia pulls up late because she's coming from Duluth, and Duluth is quite a way from where Shamia lived. But to be honest, I got some behind the scenes messages. So let me just go over here and get them for you. Okay. Let me get this for you. Here we go. Portia explained this on TBC. She said that they knew that she was filming in Duluth for something else. Duluth is far without traffic, and it is where some of the shittiest traffic is. You can't even really leave early enough. Don't let there be an accident. I don't know. The love for her friendship with Shamia. Portia was actually filming. I got the receipt. Y'all know I am the receipt queen. I have the receipt for you. And I'm going to maybe have to have Nisi edit it out. But we come with receipts, okay? So here it go. This is the receipt. And this is a sneaky peek of why Porsha was late.
Have the target. The murderer is still out there. Monica should kill you. Monica Harris is clear. There's only two people who could have killed my brother. Monica or Simone. You ain't got no case, so don't go out. You know, this was a good idea. Simone is still out there. She knows everyone is looking for her. She's not gonna come find you. Yeah, I'm gonna find you, Simone. Monica, you gonna pay for what you did to my brother. You protected her and she killed innocent people. I guess Monica's out for revenge. If I find her, then I kill her. You looking for me, Simone? You gotta stop moving like this. You tried to kill everybody that was important to me. A lot of people thought that I should have handled things differently. Single Black Female 3 premieres Saturday, March 22nd today.
March 22nd, Single Black Female 3. Porsha, TV brother, dies. Porsha was wrapping up on filming Single Black Female 3. So guess what? Porsha Williams was busy. And she was filming in Duluth. And that's why Shamia knew she was going to be late. See? And she let her friend know. But believe me, is all wrapped up in the storyline. Baby, when I say that I got the receipts, because I was like, why was Porsha late? Oh, so they went on and sent me why Porsha was late. But listen, before I get off of this, how did y'all rate the show? 1 through 5, with 5 being the best. You know, my co-host said 10, but meaning that Porsha thinks it's 364 days in a year, we're going to say 1 through 5. Rate the movie 1 through 5. Listen, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be hot this year. Hot. It's going to be some fallouts. They're going to come back together. It's going to be amazing. And Faye, she will be there at the end of the season, because when they had to cut Kenya for what Kenya did, and I'll go into more detail about what Kenya did. Kenya was having a hair event and decided to show some receipts that were damning, very damning. And she decided to do a great big poster of one of the newbies, which was inappropriate. And so Kenya goes, and who do they call? They call Faye. So I got a 3, I got a 4. Okay. Okay. Um, Sabra said a 5. Okay, so let me just read some of this for you. Porsha Williams, right? That's right. Real Housewives fan favorite Porsha Williams has returned to the cast after calling it quits for 2 seasons following her tumultuous breakup with her estranged husband, Simon Gubadia. There's a lot of Williams to unpack with her fellow housewives this season. Then we're going to have, wait a minute, baby, we're going to have Phaedra. Just like Williams, Parks is marketing a long awaiting return to Real Housewives of Atlanta after making appearances on Married to Medicine and Traders. The Southern Belle, that's a funeral director, and a lawyer. The Southern Belle is back and better than ever. She'll be joining later in the season. We got Drew Sidora. Well, no, that ain't Drew. But we got Drew Sidora, has truly made her mark on Real Housewives of Atlanta after a 4-season run, and she's not holding anything back in season 16. Keep your eyes on Drew. Then you have Shamia Morton Mwanga. She's been a Portia Williams friend of the show for several years. Shamia Morton Moringa has finally earned her peach, okay? Then we have Britt Eady. Let me tell you how Britt look. There go Britt right there. That's Britt Eady. Don't don't forget about Britt because Britt clashes with Kenya. Britt Eady, one of the three newcomers this season, is Britt Eady. She's a businesswoman who works in the insurance industry and runs her own insurance education agency called Jumpstart. In addition, Edie is a proud dog mom, wife, and launched a shapewear and clothing line, Bare and Naked. So y'all look it up, Bare and Naked online. Then we have Kelly Farrell, another newbie. You see her? You see, don't my wig look like her? I'm a Kelly today. Another newbie is Kelly Farrell. She is the owner of the popular Atlanta-based chicken and waffles restaurant called Nana's Chicken and Waffles. She also is a culinary partner and ambassador for Meals on Wheels in Atlanta. She also has a cookbook. She's working on a Moscato line. Okay. Then we have Angela Oakley. There go Angela. Angela Oakley grew up in Harvey, Illinois, but she's now making moves in Atlanta as the newest cast member of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oakley is married to the NBA legend Charles Oakley, but she has her own career in real estate, investing, and tax preparation. So, y'all, that is your cast. They don't even they don't even mention Kenya's information in the story. I just want y'all to know Nene didn't make the cut either. Wow. Okay. So I want y'all to know y'all need to stay in with it because, baby, I'm going to be telling y'all the outside and the inside of things this season. I'm dead on their necks with my Chloe pocketbook, my Tea Party hat. Wait a minute, wait a minute. My Tea Party hat. And guess what? When I come back every week, I'm going to be a different woman. Kelly, Angela, Britt, all look like they have some plastic surgery. Yes. That's what I wanted to ask. They have the T new wigs. Charles Oakley even told her, your glue is lifting on the wig. Instead of going in the bathroom to take a wee wee, she had to go in there and glue down the edges of the wig. But when they come on these shows, they change dramatically. Portia has it too. It's so tiny with all that hair. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I am Kelly. Don't be disrespected. I plan on coming in hot to take Portia's spot. But don't forget, I might be Kelly. But Portia is cornbread fed. And I heard she will go to my head. Let's just hope that Portia is not going to be fighting anyone this season because she's been warned. And guess what? Portia says, wait a minute now. Got to say this with the sunglasses on. Portia says that Simon got caught up trying to come back into the States. Now, do y'all think that Portia did a tingling? He is not a citizen. He's here illegally and he's trying to take my house. He's coming. He landed in Atlanta. Can y'all pick him up because I'm scared for my life? Or do y'all really think that they were waiting for him to step foot back in the United States to take him? I think that the FBI and ICE, had a little help from Portia. What y'all think? I think that, baby, we gonna be cracking and smacking on chicken and waffles. And we're going to be turning this show out this year because I got so many receipts that y'all will have to see. But guess what? Don't Portia remind you of the lady on the Real House on the Love and Marriage Huntsville about, okay, her and Dennis broke up. Why are you worrying about what Dennis doing with Drew? Oh, I forgot. Drew is a friend. And if we break up, you're my friend. You don't hang with my man. Or do you think that the storyline is like Love and Marriage Huntsville when it comes to everybody wants to be a singer? I thought Drew was related to somebody on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but let me tell you the whole story. The person on Love and Marriage Huntsville used to used to sleep with Drew's baby daddy uncle. Would that make her and Drew related? Especially when they're the outside people. And we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. But guess what? Fallon got a new man. But I heard that one of those ladies is related to Fallon. Can you guess who? One of the newbies is very close to Fallon. We're going to find out. I'm not going to tell you today, but I got the receipt. You know that the receipt is going to come. Girl, you done told. You right. Britt is related to Fallon. So what you think that Britt is there to do? Britt is there to help me, Kelly, with my chicken and waffles to take Porsha down. But baby, y'all two together ain't gonna be able to get Porsha. Cause Porsha gonna gather y'all all up. Did y'all see Miss Diane? Miss Diane that had a nip and a tuck and a lot of shit. Miss Diane don't look like she in her damn sitses. She don't look like she in her sitses. Miss Diane look like she trying to get hers, honey. She about to be on TV. Hey, y'all. Oh, my, who this? My name is Kelly I'm the newbie for the Real Housewife. Oh, don't mind my Timu wig. I got on my little hat. I just want y'all to know. Yep, Britt is related to Fallon. Fallon get ready to have a baby. She married the guy the builder guy that was her assistant. Yes, they all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, they had some fabulous townhouses, and Portia can't be everyone. The smallest person can kick ass. Well, I know I can. I know I can kick ass. So you right about that? You right. Hey, Aquarius. I got this wig from Timu because they told us not to shop, at Amazon for this whole week, March 7th to the 14th. No Amazon. So I had to get it from Timu. Okay. Miss Diane do look good. The first episode, Portia was looking crazy. I know. I would never let them see me put on my makeup and glue my wig around and no, I would never let them see that. What, Lady Ro? Oh my God, this is gonna get good. It's gonna get good, y'all. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. So I'm hoping that it be so good that we can forget about Love and Marriage Huntsville and be sure to check out Carlos because he's gonna be rating the show. But Faye done left the Married to Medicine bunch in a shamble. Now, let's get this together. So Simone from Married to Medicine decided to speak on Porsha on the show. Well, Portia had an answer for Simone. You know, Simone said Portia was a mean girl. And Portia said, wait a minute, let me read Bucky right quick. Let me read Bucky. Because, I mean, Simone got some teeth on her. You hear me? They talk about my teeth too. Lord have mercy. They talk about my teeth. But Simone got some teeth on her, y'all. Simone got some teeth. So let's hear what Portia had to say about Simone. Then let me see. I had to post it on my page. Let me see. I posted it on my page. Let's get there. Let's get there. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't have it. But Portia was on Andy Cohen's show last night and said Simone was the person that's messed up. Look what they did to the new girl, Greg's wife. You know? Hey, Carol. Hi, I'm her. Shamia better be careful with Portia around her man. No, I think that Cynthia and I know that Phaedra, Frick, and Frack went over to Nigeria, honey. And those men were dripping hot. But, those African kings don't want a round the block girl. They don't want a Jenny from the block. What occasion? We're at my daughter's 17 uh birthday party where I bought her 17 purses last night on the show. And I just want you to get a close up of Kelly. Cause you know my lips is big. Yeah. Shamia has always been the real housewife. Has always been. But being Portia's real friend, and this was Portia's gig, she never ever wanted to outshine Portia. And we're going to learn that. Peach Juice Portia wants to keep the hot dog. Well, I don't really think she wants to keep that hot dog. What I really think is that when she's on break between husbands, that yeah, she'll take Dennis back between husbands. But soon as the next African prince, hey Norris, soon as the next African prince comes through, Portia is going to be gone. Portia is, you know that song, she ain't nothing but a gold digger. But the song said, Portia a gold digger, baby. Carlos King gave last night a 10. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I will say it's a 5 out of a 5. Last reunion, Simone sure as hell threw up Quad's niece who died while Quad she sure did. So Simone is mean. She is very mean. And you're going to see, you know, I like to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, Bucky. Bucky, Bucky, Bucky. You love the hairpiece, Timu. See how it's sticking up right here? I mean, it's sticking up. It's got some little short pieces. But anyway, hey, Sabra. Portia and Shamia have been friends since childhood, and Shamia's husband is not interested. And that's what I mean. Portia wants her one. And Shamia told you how she kept her man. She said, I met him in the club. He bought me a drink. He didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. He was having a cookout. I went over to his cookout, and guess what? I stayed over there, and then I had to take a poop, and my stomach was growling. And I went on in his bathroom. He said the bathroom is over there. And now I know if I ever don't have a man, I could just go down to Atlanta and poop in somebody's house, and I'll be able to get a manner like Shamil. Well, she really outshining her now. Portia is wrong for coming late. Portia was filming Single Black Female 3. She was wrapping up. She did try to steal the spotlight. Baby, wasn't nothing stealing that blue dress that Shamia had on and that Rolls Royce, and nothing was gonna steal that. It was a 5 for me. Yep. Hide your husband and wives. Peach Juice is back in action. Yeah, like our Portia, you know, used to preach in a pulpit. In case y'all didn't know, Porsha was a preacher. I'm going to show you what she was preaching in a pulpit. Shamia has the life that Porsha wants. Yep. Um, Simone reunion dress looked like wet paper. Sure did. All that they need a stylist. These doctors and people on Meredith Medicine needs a stylist. I love Quad's dress. Shamia is upper Chalant millionaire behind the gate luxury. It don't even have an address. It doesn't have an address, baby. Simone needs to get them boys of hers together. They have arrested development. Oh, yeah. Porsha deserves donkey of the season. We're going to see because Porsha going to rise up, honey. Kenya says she's a gold digger. She is. Porsha is a gold digger. Porsha for 10 years has always been late. Right. Real Housewives episode was good to me. I'm excited to see Shemaya shine. Yes, I am too. In her natural hair, in her natural short hair, she looked good. I loved that. I love it. So was Angela talking about Porsha, the one said that she would try to steal your husband? Of course. Shamia's home is everything. I mean, an elevator for just the closet, an elevator to go to see the churn, then an elevator to go into the cozy room. Okay. She would not rise above Shamia. Oh, yeah, peach juice. Dry snitching on Simon. Ice, ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, her home is beautiful. Yes, she did. Porsha could never keep a job. She would be late. Well, she wasn't late for that Smiley show. No, she wasn't. Because Pretty Ricky didn't play that. Pretty Ricky did not play that. Simon is fake. Simon is fake with her. Did y'all know that Simon reached out to Shamia husband saying, he was supposed to be there, but he wasn't on the show. Simon is trying to hold on to Porsha. If he was worth 40 million, like Porsha, the lie she told us, why they in this situation? They was getting letters at the house talking about the mortgage wasn't being paid. I have no interest in Porsha, no shade, just not interested. But why have Shamia singing? But Shamia was a singer back in the day. She was. It seems misplaced in the show. Shamia used to be a real singer. She used to be a backup singer. Shamia has been in movies, but Shamia never wanted to outshine Porsha because she was Porsha's friend. Shamia has a beautiful home. Yes. She said Simon would not talk to her, so he doesn't want her. He is fighting to get some of Peach Juice money. And I don't think Simon gonna allow that. But wait a minute. Let me show y'all about Porsha. Porsha speaking in a pulpit. Wait a minute. Porsha Williams speaking in a pulpit in her younger years. Let's get to it. Porsha was in the pulpit. Here it go.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams. We have video of her before she was on the show. She's giving a sermon about how you need to save the gays and the lesbians from being condemned to hell. We Christians supposed to be telling the hooker on the street, the drug dealer, the person who in the hospital trying to commit suicide, the pain for lesbians. We're supposed to be trying to save them and tell them you are worth it. What? I thought she's like pro-gay now. She is pro-gay. So what's her true feeling? I don't think she knows her true feeling. I think she's one of those people who just goes with what she thinks is going to work for her in the moment. And it's 3 years ago, and now she's on the show, and she's famous, and she's surrounded by all these gays. She goes to gay clubs. She promotes a gay parties. She knows about it. That's right. She's jumping on the gay train.
Oh my God. Well, Porsha does more than support the gays. Peach Juice actually participates. Shamia still sings. She did the national anthem at a recent basketball Porsha is a storyteller. The man was giving her 10K allowance a month, and if he's so broke, why she still wants his $7 million house so badly? Simon has coins, she just can't get it. Porsha karma is coming. She thought that she would go back on the show and shine. Her friend is now the face of Real Housewives. Yes, Evangelist Peach Juice. Porsha doesn't practice what she preaches. A Porsha will get down anyway. Shamia kept her man and business to herself, and they've been married for 10 years. Now watch the hood rat come for her man. I don't think so. Portia has changed her face so much. Oh, oh my God, I saw Nene the other day. Oh my God, I was like, Nene, Cynthia. Did y'all see Cynthia's face last night? I was like, what in the John Brown ham sandwich is going on with these black women with these Botox and fillers and booties? Even Kenya got her booty rounded off good this year. Not for long, though. Shamia is a dancer, actress, singer. Shamia is that woman, danced for Atlanta teams, sings her ass off, and did movies. Hosted a lot of stuff. Plus, she works on the radio. Uh-huh. Let's get to this. Queen Lily said Shamia's song is sang at the Hawks game. Symmetry, I missed your comment. Portia and Simon own the house together, right? Peach Juice Portia. Well, they call her something else too down there. They own the house 50-50, I understand. Just as I never saw it for Mia, I don't see it for Kelly. Um, you don't see it for me. Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't see my chicken. You don't see it. You don't see the waffles. Oh my God. I didn't recognize Cynthia either. Cynthia is pretty, but she must have just got her. See, y'all, when you get those Botox fillers, it takes a little bit for it to go down to normalizing your face. Their faces look a mess. I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Yes. Shamia face and body is real. Yeah. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Kenya butt looks a mess. Still just smaller. Nene is unrecognizable. That African Nene got done carried her through some mess. Hello, can I call you back?
Sure.
All right, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Not you. The house is only in Simon's name. Really? Now because you live down in the area, not on the outskirts, in the area. The house is only in Simon's name. Yep, Botox. She looks swollen. Nene looks Asian. Her nose is done. Did y'all hear Shamia sing for the baby? Cynthia looks fantastic. Kelly's lips look so strange. Yeah, maybe too much waffles and chicken. The chicken and waffle prop is taking me out. Do you want a piece? This is real chicken, y'all. Look, it's got real meat in it. See this meat? It's got real meat. This is real chicken because I'm Kelly today. And if you want chicken and waffles when you come to Atlanta, come to Nana's Chicken and Waffle Spot. And you can get a Moscato too. I will never get anything done to my face. That stuff look crazy. It does. Yes, Noni got Nene looking stupid. Word on the curb is Nene was sued by Noni's wife that he was still married to in North Kakalaki. Alienation, just like Fantasia was. Cynthia looked nice, but her face was too tight for her. Look, Cynthia booty matched her legs last night. Oh, you know the realtor? I'm her. Hit my like button, y'all. Hit my like button. He's running around with women everywhere. Who you talking about? Dennis. Yeah, Dennis won't stop, can't stop. You can look it up online. Simon is the only name on the mortgage house. I believe you because you live in that area. Kelly needs to come off the lip liner and the pump it up lips. Did Kelly's ex have some money? I don't know because she is not allowed to discuss him. She can't put his picture out there. She ain't allowed to do none of that, okay? Nene is acting like she is impressed, but she is. Absolutely, she is. Now, let's talk a little bit about Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine now, baby. Quad got a bad body. Quad got a nice body. Okay, but you know what? Quad's man is gonna run her through the ringer because he don't want to live in Quad's house. Now, Quad, listen to a wife. Listen to me, baby. If you move out of your home, which you have the option to rent, just look at my scenario. You're gonna move in a house with your man, and his name is going to be on it, and he'll be able to tell you to get out. Now, if your name is on it 50-50, if he moves out, you're responsible for all of the rent. You better keep your ass in your house. Do not move with him. You ain't no fool, and you ain't desperate. Did Kelly X have some money? I don't know. Nene is acting like she is pressed. She is. Kelly is the breadwinner. I hope she is. Quad is beautiful and she looks better than all of them. Yes. And they hate Quad's body. Porsha lied on Nene. Yeah. Yeah, I heard. I would leave my house. Her house is better than his house. Hell no. And then he wants her to move out of her house that she bought. And we don't know if he bought his house, but he wants them to move in together. And then if he abandons her or she gets mad at him and move back to her home, she's still going to be responsible for that rent. Quad better stay. Quad didn't pay for no butt, did she? Quad always had butt and forehead. Always. Quad always had butt and forehead. Why would a grown man live in a woman's house? Quad better keep her house. Kelly X is a, no, we don't know that now. We don't know that. Quad did not do that. Now, this is Queen Lily, who is from that area, who lives in that area. I told you when I went down there, I went to Kenya's house and I didn't go down the hill. I stood at the top and there's a fence there and I looked down and her house was in the woods. And then I took a couple of steps up and I seen, Sheree's home that took her 10 years to build. And girl, you need your landscaping did. I'm not a fan of Quad, but her home is beautiful. Yes, Quad butt is real. Quad got a little fat transfer now. Let me tell you, when she had on that bathing suit sitting in that pool last night, you could see all that fat all up under her bathing suit top. And I was like, Quad, you need to go in there and have them extract that fat out of there, He can buy me a house as a man should, but I would never leave my house, and only with the benefit of marriage would we live together. Quad no better. And not only that, Quad's mother lives with her. Not because she has to help Quad, because Quad mama lives in the house. I just want y'all to know. Quad is a family girl. When she lost her brother, Quad has had her mother in the house with another child, with a boy child. I don't want to put their business out, okay? So, y'all, we're going to be back because I'm going to start reviewing the housewife shows, okay? So, I want y'all to know when I come up in character, don't act like you don't know who I am because I may not have the chicken the next time. I may not have the waffles, but you'll know it's me because I'm going to have my lips out. And y'all, check me for the TVT and the side T. Like and subscribe. Share this video. And baby, like I said, when you come down to Atlanta and you want some good chicken and waffles, wait a minute, this Timu wig. I had this Timu wig. Oh my God. This is not go-go naked hair, but it's from Timu. Oh, every time I brush it, all this hair comes out. Oh my God. Ah, this Timu wig is something, y'all. Look. Don't mess with that. Okay. Quiet better do what Porsha did. Leave her mother. Listen, that was the smartest thing Porsha could have ever did. She gave that house to Miss Diane legally before she said I do to Simon Gubadia. Quiet's nephew, oh, he went back home with his mom? Really? Yeah, I don't like lip fillers. Listen, Queen Lily, you are beautiful all the way around. And Queen Lily got body yada yada, and it's all hers. Nothing's fake, okay? Gocha restaurant is good too. Yes, that belongs to Gochi from she was on another show. She's very down to earth. Um I'm saying this with my shades on, and you know when I put my shades on, that means I'm being shady. Y'all can go over to Candy Burst restaurant too. You know, the ones where they raided the restaurant, right? I just gotta say, my hair can be worn as a scarf too. Don't get upset with me. But y'all going over to Candy's restaurant, you know, where her mama and the aunties, y'all might get a little bit extra meat on your plate. And if it's moving on the plate, that's the extra meat. Trump said no more orders from Timu. Wow. I got my wig. Just gave myself put the waffle in the broiler and the chicken in the air fryer. Girl, that chicken going in the trizash. Okay, I done touched this nasty overseas wig. Thanks, Queen Marcella. Y'all, please go check out Queen Lily. Check out the Dear Reed Talk Show. Y'all open y'all palettes to new content creators. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna come back in 4 days. We might have a government shutdown. Keep y'all eyes on it because this is real life. I'm telling you, it's so much shit has been happening. But I got to do it on another video because, you know, Nisi likes to prioritize when I do the Real Housewife show. And guess what, y'all? I'm going to have Nisi put out the letter that I wrote to Porsha. Matter of fact, let me let y'all hear a little bit of this letter if y'all got time because I got to be gone by 2 o'clock. But let me let y'all hear this. I got to be gone by 2 o'clock. So let me let y'all hear a little bit of this letter. And I'm going to tell y'all where to go and find this letter poem that I actually wrote Porsha years ago. Okay. That I actually wrote Porsha years ago. Okay. So go to my page, Speak with Your Girl Marcella, right? And then it has, let me see. Then it has the word playlist. You got to scoop it over and it has the word playlist, right? Okay, then you go down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Boop, go in there, right? Real Housewife, I can't believe her. Um, I got some stories that I wrote to Porsha in here, and it's called Letters from the Gems and Auntie Marcella. So I wrote Martell a letter, Ariana a letter, Sheree a letter, you know, a letter to Candace. And in here, I wrote a letter about Simon Gubadia. I even wrote Dear Carlos King. So this is when I first started doing the show. Baby, these letters, I wrote one to Tiffany Whitlow. So y'all need to go in. I even wrote a letter to, okay. So, you know, because I said I'm not gonna say her name anymore until the show starts coming on. But in here, I wrote a letter to Porsha and I told Porsha about Simon, his marriages, the first wife, 20 years. They put him out the country. He must have swam back into the United States. And then he married another woman. And he was married to her for a little bit. Then he married a third woman. He was married to her for 2 years, which was Fallon. And the marriage before that was 2 years. And he had all these children, and all his baby mamas live right there in Atlanta. All of them. All of them. And guess what? He got away with giving all those wives nothing. Nothing. And now Porsha saying, you gonna give me something, because I'm gonna tell you, if Simon cannot be in the United States and present face to face in court, Porsha will get that house. So she's winning. She's learned not to take things for granted. Not to take things for granted. And y'all need to read, because I did a whole video about Simon Gabadia. And baby, everything was true and dug up. And I found out everything. The first wife name, the second wife name. Look, Mary had a little lamb. But Porsha said, Cordell done took everything I got. Now this husband will not take what I got. Simon is stuck like Chuck in jail in Georgia, telling a judge, I want to wait till I get out. Baby, when you get out, you going to land in another country. Yeah, my friend, waiting to see if she'll have a job after the 13th. The administration is the devil. Yes, yes, yes. They have plans for us to go on government shutdown. So no fear factor. Just go and get your necessities. Go get your necessities. Yes, I warned her. I did. I told Porsha about this dude. I did. And she ignored me. Beetlejuice, peach juice, whatever she wanted to be that day. 364 days in a year. The railroad. How is the railroad under the church? That girl. When you're in custody, they have to take you to your court hearings. He's going to lose. He's going to lose. I hope so, Lady Ro. So I thank y'all. I want y'all to hit my like button. Like and subscribe. Share my videos, because now it's all about me. And I'm going to be building my page up. Just not on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just want y'all to know that. So thank you. I love your lives. It's like girlfriends having a convo drink. Yes. And I'm going to have some coffee too, and throw this chicken and waffles away. Anybody that's a content creator, please say I am, so Tanya can put your links in there, because baby, we're going to grow each other. We're going to be good to one another, okay? And we're going to share each other's content. I love your lives. Thank you, TT. Miss Gigi says Simon got some money somewhere. He just didn't let Porsha know. He is paying the mortgage with no money. There's money, right? And even if the judge say, okay, Simon, you can have the house, you're going to have to give Porsha 50%, because Porsha got a very, very good. Kessler is a very popular lawyer to the stars. Porsha got a divorce in 2013, and she used him. And now she filed for divorce in 2024. She's using him. So I'm telling you, Porsha is a smart cookie when it comes to the divorce from 2013 to 24. So y'all, I love y'all, and I'm about to be out. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. Let me hit the outro. Bye.